Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about fat loss according to your body type. So let's get started. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. If you are just finding this channel, you most likely have seen at least one of my videos on macros or body types. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about both. A lot of people have been asking me how to lose weight according to their body type and why that even matters. And the reason it matters is, yes, you need to be set up in a caloric deficit. You need to be eating appropriately under those parameters. However, I've been seeing something happening that's been bothering me where people are trying to follow very conventional bodybuilder style diets. They apply them to themselves, and when that doesn't work, they're left feeling very frustrated, very confused, very just defeated, end up going on to another quick fix, just get even more and more defeated. So there's three main body types. There's the ectomorph, endomorph, and mesomorph. The ectomorph tends to be a hard gainer. They are naturally lean. They struggle to gain weight. They have a very high metabolism. They lose fat easily. The endomorph is a body type that gains muscle very easily, but they gain fat very easily, and they really struggle to lose body fat. And then there's the mesomorph, who can gain it easily, lose it easily, pretty metabolically active, somewhere in the middle between those two. Now, for a lot of the type of content you'll see here on YouTube, even on Instagram, a lot of that content is oriented towards a conventional bodybuilder style diet, which is a high protein, low fat, moderate carb approach. Now, that approach can be very effective for ectomorphs, those who struggle to gain weight. That approach can be effective for mesomorphs with a moderate carb tolerance. That approach can be effective for some endomorphs with moderate to moderately high carb tolerance. But the problem is that does not work for most. It starts to break down when it comes to your carbohydrate tolerance level. Now, I talk about this in another video here where I have a quiz that will help you figure out what your personal tolerance level is to carbs, and it's a very important thing that you need to understand. It's so important because not everybody is going to be able to efficiently break carbs down. Those with type 2 diabetes, those with insulin resistance, those who are borderline pre-diabetic, they're really going to struggle to process carbs, and as a result, you can't consume these higher levels of carbs and use those carbs to help build muscle the way an ectomorph or a mesomorph or a small percentage of endomorphs can. The problem is everyone's trying to throw this approach and trying to make everyone fit this one approach. But there's a lot of other ways to help people lose body fat according to their body type as well as their carb tolerance level. So if you picture each body type, the ectomorphs are historically pretty much a high carb tolerant case. They don't have problems with carbs. It's very rare. I've seen it like maybe once in my entire career, but almost every ectomorph I've had can tolerate a high level of carbs. Most of my ectomorph clients, I've had women up to as high as 500, even 550 grams of carbs, and they do just fine. Now, mesomorphs can have varying degrees of carb tolerance. You can look like a mesomorph, meaning, you gain weight pretty evenly, you can gain muscle relatively evenly, but for whatever reason, even though you look that way, even though you don't store it all in one spot, like in the bottom, the way an endomorph would, or you don't store it all in the torso, you can still have struggles with your metabolism, you can still have struggles with your carb tolerance, you can still struggle with your hormones, and as a result, when you're in that scenario, you're not going to want to follow a low-fat, high-carb, high-protein approach. You're going to want to try an approach that is a little bit higher in fat, a little bit more moderate to moderately low in the carbohydrates, with the proteins balanced out. And a problem with that is because this approach isn't really well defined out there, and I think that there's a lot of individuals who don't know what they need. And because you don't know what they need, it's really hard to solve the problem. And this is prevalent in mesomorphs as well as endomorph clients, because what happens is, let's say you buy a meal plan from some cookie cutter fitness guru who doesn't account for carb tolerance level, who doesn't account for variations in your body type, and just says, oh, hey, it's calories in, calories out, here you go, have a great day. Guys, it's just not that simple. It's not that simple, and it aggravates me. And it aggravates me very much to the point because I've worked with these clients side by side, week after week after week, where a caloric deficit under a very controlled environment is just not enough. And as a result, people get very frustrated. They either give up or they go to an extreme, which is not healthy. So what I want to let you guys know, if you fall under the circumstances where the conventional bodybuilder style approach, which is high protein, low fat, moderate carb, doesn't work for you, you are in luck, because you can have varying degrees of carb tolerances as a mesomorph, which would mean you need to follow a different approach. And the same thing is true for endomorphs. There are varying degrees of carb tolerances within the endomorph body type. And what I'm seeing in general is a moderate carb tolerance and a low carb tolerance for both the mesomorph and the endomorph body type. And as a result, depending on which one you are within that body type, I can get my clients more targeted results, because having this extra information and being able to use that to dial things back in is going to really be effective for you. So if you feel that you may be a mesomorph or an endomorph who doesn't fit the cookie cutter style meal plans you see all over the internet, and you need a more strategic approach because of additional factors that don't allow you to consume either high amounts of protein or high amounts of carbs, you are in luck, because we have the opportunity for you to join our next 6-week summer challenge. This is our end of summer challenge, which actually starts on August 10th. The enrollment ends on August 3rd, and what you guys get is you guys get customized macros according to your body type. The macros will change every 2 weeks according to your health goal. We will work with you for shredding, for moderate fat loss, for maintenance, for lean gains, for nursing, you name it, we can handle any specific case. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is, if you are a mesomorph or an endomorph, there are 2 levels of carb tolerances. Yes, there's a wide array, but there are 2 main classes of mesomorphs. There are 2 main classes of endomorphs when it comes to carb tolerance level. As a result of that, that means that you should be following something that is more targeted with higher fat levels, slightly lower carbohydrates, but it's going to vary based off of your body type. So if you have additional questions, let me know. You guys can enroll in the challenge if you want to get some customized macros for yourself. Right now, it is a steal. It is only $99. 6 weeks of customized macros. It does not include a meal plan, but it does include a training plan for home or gym, app-based for your body type, as a weekly Zoom call every Wednesday night, 7-8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with me. Ask all your questions, and we're doing a free gift where you're getting our Instant Pot Shred, which is a $199 value, yours for free with this program. It has 42 menus and over 100 recipes. So link below to enroll, you guys. If you have any other questions, please let me know. See you in the next one.